Hi, this is Paulo from the MB Academy, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make basses in the style of Alix Perez and Skeptical in the track Without a Trace. So this is the original version, and this is my recreation. Now I know it's not exactly the same sound, but you may want to stick around to learn some very cool bass design principles and some vital tips. But before we get started with the video, make sure you get subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell to not miss any of our future videos, and if you want to get access to this preset and the project files and also get priority in your sound requests, you can become a member of Preset Pass. The link is in the description below. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so here I have an initialized patch, and the first thing we're going to do is to set a sine wave on oscillator 1. So for that, we're going to select the basic shapes wavetable found in the factory folder, and now we can play our bass. We can add a bit of attack and just a tiny bit of release to avoid any possible clicks, like that. And next we're going to turn on oscillator 3, run this through the filter number 2, set it to a 24 decibel per octave filter, make sure it's oscillator 3. We're going to be modulating the filter just like that. Let's map the default 1 into the filter. Now let's change its rate. We can set it to 2 bars and then create the shape ourselves. For example, we could do something like this. There you go. We can also map this into the level of the oscillator. And we can change the wavetable that we put here for the texture of the sound. For example, we can go into this folder to get some complex wavetables. And we can use something like the bend warping mode, like that. And now it's all about boosting these harmonics right here. We can also turn on the white noise, map our default into a level of this noise, make sure it's not too high, and maybe map this into the same filter. And now we can filter this noise on filter number 1, make sure it's routed here. And let's just give the noise its space. So by the moment we distort this, we have a cool noise always sitting on top of the bass. We can also drive this like that and play with the different resonances. And as you can see, this is just a process of fine-tuning and experimenting. This is very cool. There you go. Now let's go into the effects. Let's add an EQ and let's use a bell to boost harmonics that we want or bring down those that we don't like. I really like this crunch harmonics. Maybe we can even map this into the gain to get more dynamics in the sound. There you go. Now let's go back into the white noise and maybe we will change the sample. We can also play with this pitch. And as you can see, it's all about experimenting. Now this is going to be it for Vital. Now we need to jump into some post-processing. Alright, so here in the post-processing, the only thing we want to do is to bring in front of the mix those harmonics that we want and to reduce the ones we don't like. For example, I really like these harmonics in the mids and also the sub. But I think the noise department is lacking a little bit, so especially here on the very highs. So let's add an OTT here to the sound, bring the amount down, boost the time a lot, and boost the gain. And maybe let's go back into a Vital patch and bring the level down, so it's not noisy all the time. And now on the post-processing, maybe we can add an erosion and select the specific part of the spectrum that we want the noise to be. I like that, it's very cool. Next we can add some trash too. And here in trash we can saturate each band in its own way. For example, we can use the multiband mode to bring down this noise right here. And to saturate this one here on top. Make sure we bring the gain down. Experiment with the bands. There you go. Maybe this erosion noise, it's already enough. So let's bring the one in Vital down. And now the only thing we need to experiment with is with this wavetable. And obviously with these shapes. Which is very cool. So as you can see, the principle relies in having sub, a complex wavetable, and trying to play with a mix of these two elements via post-processing and modulation. That sounds very cool. Now let's go back into the post-processing and experiment with this noise. As you can see, it's not so much on how to get to the exact same sound, but all these cool weird techniques that give you a lot of control over the sound. And so here's the point where I encourage you to go back into the patches and experiment with your different LFOs and all the different fine tuning that you can do in the filters. Also in the effects, on the different EQs. Like that, that sounds very cool. You can even automate something like the amount of this noise, like this. There you go, something like this. And as you can see, you have many things to play with in terms of fine tuning. So I'm just gonna spend a bit of time playing with all of these different parameters, and then I'll show you the final result. Okay, so after a bit of fine tuning, this is my final result. So that's gonna be it for this sound and also for this video. If you liked it, make sure you get subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell to not miss any for future videos, And if you want to get access to this preset and the project files, you can become a member of Preset Pass. The link is in the description below. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.